but eventually you're gonna look at me for what I am. You're gonna see that the maneuvers I'm making, the tools I'm using, I'm utilizing those tools for my own benefit.
It's unbelievable what it did. It literally saved my life. This is a huge takeaway right now for you all. My big thing I do is I'm a big stretch fanatic. I stretch out for the last 5.5, 6 years, anywhere from 2 hours a night. I used to stretch out when I was doing nothing, as unbelievable as it sounds, 12 hours a day. Back then I was running 8:30s a mile, training pace. Now I'm running 7:05s a mile, same heart rate. It's unbelievable what it did. It literally saved my life. So right now you guys are all using it. I talk about a lot more in my book, but it's stretching is my biggest thing right now I do. And also, I was also wound very tight, so I couldn't calm myself down. My adrenal glands, when you get that tight, you're flooding yourself with tons of adrenaline. So when you feel like you're always just amped up and all jacked up all the time, trust me, you guys work in a very stressful environment. This thing right here is getting jacked up all the time. So one thing for me is I hold stretches for like sometimes 30 minutes. But it's just about range of motion. We all have a range of motion in life. That's why kids run so effortlessly, because the range of motion is open. Once it gets tightened up, everything, your biomechanics, everything gets thrown off.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. Overcoming fear in life is a great struggle for many. Fear of failure, fear of what other people think, and ultimately the fear of being shamed hold us back from what we can become. So how do you overcome fear? We have two examples today that hopefully will give you great examples of ways to overcome your fear. David Goggins is a Navy SEAL, an Army Ranger, and an Air Force Search and Rescue. Jocko Willink is a Navy SEAL and a world-renowned motivational speaker. These men also faced a great deal of fear and uncertainty, as neither one necessarily was cut out for the things they set out to do originally. How did they overcome it? In both cases, being true to yourself seems to be one of the main keys. Jocko never assumed that he was anything special and came in with that humility, but he had the willingness to learn everything that he could to become better and better all the time. For Dave Goggins, he had dropped out of the military once. It was the exact opposite of what he wanted to be and felt he was going nowhere in life, weighing in well over 300 pounds in a dead-end job. As he began to work toward losing his weight and becoming better, he began studying people that were not afraid. David realized that the false persona that he had put up all his life to make other people happy was going to have to go. After it did, he dug in to make sure that he strove toward great success. Many are trapped by fear of what other people think about their race, intelligence, perseverance, or who they would be in their eyes if they fail. While there is nothing enjoyable in failure, it teaches us to become better as we learn from our mistakes. Concerning what people think, if we strive continually till we succeed, what does it matter what other people think? The main thing is to have perseverance and drive and know that you can.
And that's what's gonna happen. I already know the outcome. No, I think I know the outcome, but I'm not sure of it. You know how many times I'm sure of what the outcome's gonna be? Not very often. So the truth is I'm being totally transparent. I'm asking legitimate questions. I think I know the answers. I think they're gonna lead to the right place. And so it's okay to let that run its course. Now you talked about manipulation. Manipulation obviously has a bad connotation. Leadership has a good connotation. What's the difference between the two? Because guess what? If I'm manipulating you, I'm trying to get you to do something. If I'm leading you, I'm trying to get you to do something. And many of the tools are very similar. So what's the difference between me leading you and me manipulating you? It's very easy for me to answer that question. If I'm manipulating you, I'm trying to get you to do something that's gonna benefit me. If I'm leading, I'm trying to get you to do something that's gonna benefit you, it's gonna benefit the team, and it's gonna benefit the mission.
You know what? I grew up not that guy. So a lot of people put a title on me. They want to, they see me now. They see me now as the guy that with his shirt off who can do 4,030 pull-ups in 17 hours, who can run 205 miles in 39 hours. But what they don't understand is they don't understand the journey that it took me to get to this point. And what got me to this point was I was just the opposite of what I am today. I was that guy who ran away from absolutely everything that I got in front of me, but sleep for 6 weeks of the program. And I wanted to quit so badly, but I quit everything in my life. I copied through school. I wanted to prove people wrong. And so here I am. I wanted to be the guy that people looked at. I don't care if you liked me or didn't like, I don't care. I wanted that. I wanted that worse than anything in the world. So that is, I kept picturing me falling down and getting up, and I was dumb. Even myself.
Yes, one could say I was fairly unruly as a kid. I was a little bit of a maniac of a kid. And that's one thing that was great about the military for me was it's a clean slate, number one, and then they give you very specific, okay, this is what you need to do to succeed. And so you show up a SEAL team and they say you got to learn about this radio, and here's what you need to know about it. And if you know that, you're going to be successful in that department. And here's what you got to know about this weapon. And if you learn that, then you'll be successful. And that's a great base to start from. And then eventually, what you really learn in the SEAL teams is that what you have to do is you have to be able to think. You have to be able to problem solve. And you have to be able to look at complex problems, simplify them, and then implement solutions to them. And that's what comes a little later once you have that base. But it's a little bit different from what people think, because a lot of times people think that the military is everything is super rigid and structured, and that all you're doing is getting orders from above you in the chain of command and you're executing those orders. Well, that's actually not true at all. And what you're really doing in the military is you're looking at complex problems on the battlefield, and you're coming up with a solution with your team on how to get those problems solved. And that's why I think that part of the military, even though it's not well known, it does translate great into the civilian sector, because this is what business people, and now obviously I work with businesses all the time, and that's what the businesses are doing. They're looking at these problems that they have in whatever industry they're in, and they're trying to find out solutions so they can execute them quickly and efficiently.
I hope you enjoyed this video and that it brings you an opportunity to ditch your fear. We would like to thank you for watching the video. If you like what you see here, please subscribe to the channel, give us a like down below, and if you'd like to see more videos like these, please hit the bell icon so you will receive notifications every time that we post motivational content. Have a great day.